Hello and welcome to Connected 14 Days of Yoga with Aunjel. I'm Aunjel and today is day 13, Believe. Go ahead and grab your things and I will see you on the mat. All right, folks, so we're going to get started today in a child's pose. So coming onto your mat, bring your big toes together, knees as wide as the mat. Walk the hands forward and release the forehead down to the ground. Taking a moment here just to settle into today's practice. Day 13. Congratulations on making it this far, y'all. I believed in you the entire time. Way to show up. Way to do it. Before we get started today, I would like to take this opportunity to remind you that this pose, child's pose, or any restful pose is available to you at any time during this practice or any practice with me. So believe in yourself, trust that you know best, and do what feels good. Taking a deep breath in, and exhaling out with a nice audible sigh. Walking your hands over to the left side of the mat. Breathing deeply into the side body. And then coming back through center, on over to the right. Big breath here, big stretch. Bring your hands back to center, resting in child's pose. Bring your palms to meet and then send them up behind your head, creating a little bit of a shark fin here. And releasing both hands down to the mat. Leaving your knees exactly where they are. Shift your hips forward, coming onto your hands. Inhale, send the left palm up high. And exhale, thread it through. Straightening that right hand. Inhale, send the left palm back up. And exhale, release it down to the mat. Okay, on the next inhale, send that right hand up high. And exhale, release it, threading it through, releasing that left arm out long. And pressing into the left hand, send that right hand up high. And release it on down to the mat. Bringing your knees just beneath the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, cow. And exhale, curving the spine, tucking the chin and pressing firmly into the palms, cat. Take a moment to cycle through this at a pace that feels good for you. And then coming to stillness, go ahead and tuck the toes. Lift the knees and send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. In this first downward dog, go ahead and take a moment to pedal through the heels. And then on the next inhale, send the right foot up high. And exhale, plant that right foot just on the inside of your right hand. Plant the left palm and send that right hand up high. Big breath here. And then release it down to the mat. Go ahead and send the right foot back into downward dog. Pedal it out. And then inhale, send that left foot high. Exhale, plant it just on the inside of that left palm. Plant the right hand and send that left hand on high. Big breath here. And then release it on down to the mat. Send the left foot back to meet the right. Lower down through plank. Inhale, coming up through baby cobra. Exhale, release down to the mat. Tuck the toes, press up through plank, and then send the hips up and back. Great. Inhale, send that right foot up high. Exhale, plant it right on the inside of that right hand. Planting that left palm, send the right hand up high. Exhale, release it on down to the mat. On the next inhale, send both hands up high. Crescent pose. And then exhale, open up into warrior two. Inhale, send your right hand up high, reverse warrior. And exhale, plant your right forearm on your right thigh. Swing that left hand around, reaching through the fingertips. You have a side angle pose here. Inhale, send the right hand up high, coming back up through warrior two, or reverse warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel it down. Send the right foot back to meet the left. Lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. And then exhale, make your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, send that left foot up high. Exhale, plant it on the inside of the left palm. Keeping the right hand where it is, send that left hand up high. And exhale, release it on down. Inhale, send both hands up high, coming up through crescent. Exhale, spiral the right foot out, open up into warrior two. Inhale, send that left palm up high. Exhale, release that left forearm down to the left thigh here. Swing the right arm around, reaching through the fingertips. Side angle pose. Making sure that your knee is positioned right above the ankle here. You're pressing firmly through the blade of the back foot. Inhale, come back up through warrior. Send the left palm up high. Reverse warrior. And then exhale, release everything back down to the mat. Cartwheeling down. Send the left foot back down to meet the right and lower on down to the ground. Inhale, slightly lifting the chin, baby cobra. And exhale, pushing up through plank and then sending the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Taking a moment here. Maybe to pedal it out just a moment. And then inhale, send that right foot up high. Exhale, planting that foot in between the hands. Inhale, send both hands up high, crescent. On the next inhale, I want you to really come on to your toes, your back toe here, and then exhale, twist towards your right, sending your arms out long. Inhale, turn that left palm up, and then send it up high. And exhale, slowly lower that palm down to the ground, back into a low lunge twist. Releasing both hands down to the mat. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Taking a moment here to release the head, invite a nice deep bend in the knees. You're going to grab a hold, both elbows, and shift your hips side to side. Releasing both hands down. Slowly make your way up into standing. And here at the top of your mat, take a look down at your feet. Make sure that your feet are hips width apart, pressing firmly through all four corners of your feet. The slight bend in your knees, you're tucking your tailbone, engaging your abs and shining through the heart. Imagine that your right knee is on a little marionette string here. Just go ahead and allow that knee to float up. So we're playing around with some balance here. This Tadasana variation. From here, allow that knee to bend, grabbing a hold of your right foot and pausing here. So taking a moment to check in. Still exploring some balance, making sure that you're activated through that left glute. Your abs are turned on. You might be noticing some sensation, a nice stretch in the right quad. For some of us, we're gonna hang out here. But if you're feeling a little adventurous today, I invite you to hinge at the hips, send the left arm forward, allowing that right leg to kind of kick back into your palm. Dancer pose. Holding here for a few breaths. If you fall out of it, it's all good. And then slowly coming back up through Tadasana, releasing it down to the feet and shaking it out. Great. Inhale, send both hands up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, release both palms down to the mat. Send the right foot back and then the left. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release down to the mat. Tuck the back toes. Press up through plank and into downward facing dog. Inhale, send that left foot up high. And exhale, plant it on the inside of the left palm. Right away, we're going to inhale, send both palms up high. Inhale, coming up high on that back toes. And exhale, twisting to the left. On the next inhale, allow that left hand to kind of fall back. Inhale, send the right palm up high. And exhale, send that right palm on the inside of the left leg. Low lunge twist. Releasing both hands down to the mat. And step the left or the right leg up to meet the left. And slowly roll your way up into standing. Again, really grounding, really rooting yourself through all corners of your feet here. Activating your abs and your glutes. Go ahead and allow that left knee just to float on up here. Once you've found your balance here, capture the left foot. And again, for some of us, we'll be hanging out here, right? It's important that as you are stretching this quad, that you're making sure to keep your abs engaged. This will protect your low back. Sending your right hand forward, hinging at the hips and really kicking into that left palm. Dancer pose. If you're finding it's hard to keep your balance here, maybe invite a slight bend in the front knee and keep your abs engaged, really opening up through the chest here. Slowly coming back up through center. Release the left leg and shake it on out. Great. Big breath here. Inhale, send both hands up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway. And exhale, releasing it down to the mat. Hanging out here in this forward fold for just a moment. Maybe taking a moment to sway side to side. And then coming to stillness, turn your toes, well actually tiptoe your toes a little bit wider, the hips width apart. Turn your toes in and breathe here for just a moment. Inviting some lengthening in the hamstrings. And then straightening your feet back out, bringing them just beneath the hips. Go ahead and plant both palms. Send the right foot back, then the left. Press up into downward facing dog. Come on to your tippy toes. And then press both heels firmly into the mat. Lower both knees. Cross your feet behind you. And make your way on to your backs. Here on your backs, right away, pull both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Can you rock side to side here? And then teeing out the arms, allow both knees to fall to the left side. Big breath here. And then coming up through center, using your abs to carry your knees on over to the right. Pressing back up to center, release both feet down to the mat, keeping them hips width apart. Bring your heels so that they're barely touching your fingertips. Inhale, send the hips up high, really drawing your inner thighs in towards one another. Shining and opening through the heart and pressing firmly into the ground with your forearms. Lower the hips down. Draw the knees into your chest. Big squeeze here. And then release them back down to the mat. We're going to do that bridge pose one more time. So inhale, send the hips up high. This time clasping your hands and drawing your knuckles towards your feet. Making sure to still keep your inner thighs drawing in towards one another. Feeling the activation in your glutes. And then releasing the hands and lowering the hips down to the mat. Send the left leg out long. Draw that right knee into your chest. Squeeze here. And then allow that right knee just to fall over to the left side body. And send your gaze over to the right. And now come back up through center. Send the right leg out long. Draw the left knee into the chest. Big squeeze here. And then allow that left knee to fall over to the right side and send your gaze over to the left. Coming back up through center. Draw both knees into the chest, this time bringing your forehead to meet the knees, really squeezing as tightly as you can into a tiny little ball. And on the exhale, release everything down to the mat. Go ahead and bring up both feet. Flat on the ground, bending the knees, really tucking the tailbone here. Bring both hands to rest on the belly. Tiptoe your feet to the edge of your mat and allow your knees to knock in towards one another. For Shavasana, as always, I invite you to take 10 very intentional breaths. Following your inhale as it turns into your exhale. Breathing deeply and exhaling fully. If your knees are bent, slowly allow them to fall out straight. Inhale, send both hands up over your head, stretching first thing in the morning. And then rolling over onto your side, press up through fetal position into seated. Way to do it, y'all. Day 13 is in the books. You're doing great. We've come so far. I'm so excited to see you tomorrow for day 14. Until then, be well. I see you. I thank you. I love you. Peace.